Hi guys, thanks for having me. The piece I'm going to speak to you guys about today actually comes from a frustrating situation I've had in my life. I'm an American immigrant. I moved to America when I was 8 years old, and I very much feel a part of the family. But I had a friend ask me a crazy question, and he said, "Do you dislike Donald Trump because you're an Arab?" And that was strange to me because he's known me my whole life. And I started thinking, like, is that why? Am I that selfish? That I think the only reason why I don't like him is because something was personal to me, and I don't think that's true. I think the reason why I don't like Donald Trump is because I'm an American. It's not what he thinks. It's because I'm American. See, because Donald Trump is campaigning on a line, just make America great again. So when someone says something like that, it makes me ask myself, well, when was America the greatest? And America was the greatest when we stuck a middle finger to the most powerful empire in the world. It was when we, the people, had the nerve to tell the most powerful empire in the world, no taxation without representation. It was the people versus the power when America was the greatest. And hundreds of years later, the powerful found their way back into our politics in the form of campaign contributions and donations and lobbyists. And now it's switched from the people versus the power to the people versus the people. And while we fight with ourselves, right against left, red against blue, Democrat against Republican, while we fight with each other, people like Donald Trump's kids go to the best schools, they never go to jail, and they never go to war. When my friends were fighting in Afghanistan, Donald Trump's kid was on a safari in Africa killing a lion. So he says, let's make America great again. I think the best way to do that is to return it to the people versus the power. Hundreds of years ago, someone like Donald Trump wouldn't even have the nerve to run for office. He also says, let's make America great again, and people talk a lot about the word freedom. And it's strange, because I don't think freedom is the most important word in the American story anymore. I think the most important word is the word united. That's what we have that other countries don't have. There are other countries that can compete with us now on freedom, but no one could compete with us on united. This was a country founded on people of diverse backgrounds, diverse cultures, diverse beliefs, all respecting one another and cooperating and respecting each other's ability to pursue happiness. The pursuit of happiness is really what America's all about. We were one family. And just like a family, we all had different first names but the same last name. African American, Mexican American, Arab American. One American family. Now here's the problem with Donald Trump. People say they like the way he speaks his mind, that he tells his truth. But I should admit something to you guys now. I am an ex-drug addict. And I'm not supposed to say that, right? I'm not supposed to say ex-drug addict. I'm supposed to say drug addict. But that's not my situation anymore. So I don't feel like I should say it anymore. Like I used to have curly brown hair. But if someone were to ask me to describe myself, I wouldn't say curly-haired, because it's not my situation anymore. But here's what I don't like about Donald Trump. Can I move this? Right. Here's what I don't like about Donald Trump. When you're a drug addict, your addiction speaks to you. It's like a ghost that lives in your head. And a lot of the things that Donald Trump says to America remind me of the things that my addiction says to me. Because my addiction knows me. It knows my weak points. It knows my past. And my addiction says things to me like, I know you've embarrassed yourself in the past, but you're not going to embarrass yourself now. It's going to be different. That reminds me of what Donald Trump says to America. Because racism isn't new. And what he's saying isn't new. Donald Trump knows America's past and he knows America's weaknesses. So Donald Trump says to America what my addiction says to me. I know you've embarrassed yourself in the past. The way you treated Native Americans, the way you treated black people. I remember those Japanese internment camps. Those were embarrassing. Anytime we as a nation have treated innocent individuals like guilty groups, we've humiliated ourselves. Our history books, certain pages in our history books hurt my heart as much as certain pages in my family photo album hurt my mom's heart. Those are embarrassing times. But Donald Trump is telling us that this time it's different. It's just a little bit of racism. It's just Muslims. Smoke some of this fear. Snort some of this hate. I promise it'll make you feel better. And he's right. It does make you feel better. Racism feels great. Because racism and drugs are very similar. They're both overly simplified solutions to really complex problems. And it feels great to get rid of a complex problem. But that's not what America's about. We're better than that. It's not hard to be a powerful nation, but it is hard to be a great nation. So again, when I think about why I don't like Donald Trump, and I ask myself that question honestly, it's not because I'm an Arab. It's because I'm a very proud American. And I'm so proud of America, like a proud father, that I want America to be better. Donald Trump says, let's make America great again. I think the first thing we can do is go out and vote again. And vote for people that we believe in. And vote for someone who's not just better than a candidate we've had before, or just someone that's on your side. Vote for America. Vote for your kids. Vote for our future. Vote to make America great again.